Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We're at the end of August, and what does that mean? In a few short days, you're going to be walking into your local pharmacy, and you're going to see Halloween decorations everywhere, despite the fact that it's 88 degrees outside, and you're more likely to go to a pool party than anything that resembles a Halloween-related event. But hey, what do you want them to do? They gotta get rid of that candy corn, one of the biggest scam candies you'll ever see out there. Name me a candy that shows up for 2 months that is actually worth enjoying. None. And that's what candy corn is. It's for people who don't want to actually pony up the dough and get those real candies for trick-or-treaters. They don't want those Hershey's with almonds. They don't want to give Reese's. They want to just dump some candy corn in people's bag. But we're not like that here. We give you Reese's peanut butter cups. We give you Snickers. We don't even give you Three Musketeers, another half scam candy. We give you all the good stuff here on Odds Shopper. How do you like that for a transition? Today, we're going to be talking about running back bets for this season. We're going to look at who's going to be the rushing champ, who's going to have the most touchdowns. And just like the last video, I'm not going to give you, oh yeah, Jonathan Taylor. I'm going to look at outside possibilities, things that are worth your money, where you throw in a nickel and it turns out to be a lot. You know, we're looking at some semi-jackpot bets here. Because if I just said, oh yeah, take Jonathan Taylor, would it even feel good if you won at plus 400? What are you, a guy who eats 3 meals a day and has a midnight snack? You take your wife to the movies on Friday at 8. Are you that guy? You got a Chase debit card and a MacBook Pro. You're just Mr. Chalk. We're not giving you the chalk picks here. That's not how I work. I mean, you know, go to the Chalk channel and do that. Go get your QVC picks from someone else. But today we're going to be looking at some running back bets. Now, like I said, I'm gonna give you some bets with some good odds. And why that's perfect, you can just take $5 and make back a decent return. And if you do that and you go to DraftKings, you bet $5 on anything, they're going to credit you with $200 to use. And that's pretty nice with the NFL right around the corner. So you take $5, you put it on that season-long thing with a potential big payout. Then you got $200 from DraftKings to use come week 1 or whenever you so choose. So on to those running back bets. I'm going to start with the rushing champ. I already told you I'm not taking Jonathan Taylor plus 400. I'm not going to take Derrick Henry. I don't like running backs a year after they get hurt. And I know normally that applies to things like torn ACL. And Derrick Henry came back for the playoffs in a nice miserable performance. But I don't like a player's confidence. It's a me thing. You're not going to... Don't look for doctors to corroborate Andy's opinion. I'm a Legends of the Hidden Temple guy. That doesn't mean anything. It's an invented term I just made up. But like I said, you're going to get different theories from me, and I just don't like the confidence upstairs from any player the year after they got hurt. So I'm not going to take him. I do think Chubb has a chance, but I'm going to eliminate people who are in a timeshare where they could have done it, but Kareem Hunt's taking a whole bunch of work from them. So who I'm going to go with for the potential rushing champ, give me Elijah Mitchell. Good outside shot. This is a calculated risk because go look at Eli Mitchell's carries last season. You're looking at 21, 20, 21, 21. There were, I believe, only 2 games where he had single-digit carries. And when you think about Trey Lance starting, they have so much faith in Trey Lance throwing the ball that they just signed Jimmy Garoppolo to be the backup. So I would imagine this is going to be a very ground-heavy attack. And then historically, people have always said mobile quarterbacks open things up even further for the running backs. This is Eli Mitchell's job, and the only thing that I think would get in the way here is a potential injury, because we obviously saw him miss a few games because of that last year, and then you already saw something pop up this preseason. The next plus money bet is most rushing touchdowns on the season. You know, you probably do have to very much worry about Jonathan Taylor. So then I was thinking, okay, well, who's not going to have goal line competition? Who's somebody that you know is a goal line capable back, big guy? And I actually believe they say statistically it doesn't matter if you're big or small. However, give me somebody who came in a little chunky to camp. Give me Leonard Fournette. You know, you have all those issues with Gronk and the receiver. You got Godwin coming back, and we'll see how that offense takes shape, but they're going to move the ball. They're going to have plenty of chances to score, and now Ronald Jones ain't going to sniff out any of those end zone chances. So give me Leonard Fournette. When you look down, I think he has the best possibility of those guys in the second tier, higher payouts of running backs to pay off on that bet. So now we will go to individual players. Now, I think what I'm going to do for both running backs and wide receivers, nowadays, man, these people get injured. Like I said about Julio Jones, if he reads a textbook, he pulls a hamstring. People get injured so easily now. Deontay Johnson plays a couple of snaps in the preseason. Oh, he's out. Whatever it is, whatever the reason is, it's like the injuries just increase every single year. So just take the fact that there's a bet that's mostly contingent on no injuries, and then just apply that so you have the chance to win it fair and square, and then you have the chance to get lucky because of injury. And with that said, I'm going to take 2 overs and 1 under. But 1 under that I really like, you can do it for rushing alone, or I really like it for rushing and receiving because it's such a high total. It's like over 1,500. Give me the under rushing and receiving with Dalvin Cook. Come on, this guy's made of glass. You know this. How many games does he come up like, oh my God? And sometimes he pulls the miraculous second half comeback, but sometimes he misses games. He's missed seasons. There's no better candidate as he's getting a little older in age than Dalvin Cook to just leave a bunch of games and leaving carries and catches on the table. So give me the under for Dalvin Cook. There's an over that I just got to take. Someone that is severely underwhelmed his first couple of years, but not enough to the point where I won't take him at this number. There is no Darrell Williams there anymore. And I know that you saw kind of a split between McKinnon and Edwards-Helaire in the playoffs and whatnot. We'll see if that continues, but give me over 700 yards for Clyde Edwards-Helaire. 17 games, 700 yards. Come on, Helaire. You can do that. And another guy I'm going to take at the over was my rushing champ, because it'd be pretty crazy not to take the over on this guy. Eli Mitchell, it's around 900. He bested that last year when he missed a couple games and Garoppolo was under center. Now you have Lance under center. They're probably going to run even more. I don't think they're going to use Debo as much as a running back as they did last year because, there's only so much you can do that with a player. Eli Mitchell is 900 something. Yeah, come on. Give me the over on Eli Mitchell. So those are the 2 overs, 1 under. Those are the picks that I got for you. I'll try to run them off quickly. We got the prayers in Eli Mitchell for the rushing champ. We got the touchdowns, most touchdowns of the season, Leonard Fournette. And then individual props for the players for season-long achievements. I'm going under 1,500 for Dalvin Cook, rushing and receiving. I'm going over on Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I'm going over on Eli Mitchell rushing total, and then the under on Austin Eckler total touchdowns. And like I said, I don't know. Who knows? You watch some of the other guys, they may say the exact opposite picks of me. But with me, like I said, Legends of the Hidden Temple. But there are other guys on the Odd Shopper channel. They're one of those bunker guys. They have Bunsen burners and they're doing equations, and I always just picture them having these like transformer machines that spit out these probabilities for picks. So you check out their channels. I stopped watching baseball like about 7 years ago, so I wouldn't be able to help you on that front. So check out Lindy's Locks for MLB, and then Matt's college football picks, because I grew up outside New York City. What was I going to do? Was I going to watch Rutgers and really get into college football? I tried watching Hofstra a little bit with Marcus Colston, and you know what happened? They got rid of the program. So that was my sign. You know what? You're a pro football guy. Pro sports in New York, there's 2 pro sports teams for every team. I'm not watching college. I don't have time. And I'm not impressed when somebody goes and beats up on some red. Did you see the Florida State game? Who did they play this? I've never even heard of it. It sounds like a fake team that they won by 80 points. I'm not a college guy, but like I said, Matt can help you with those picks. So check those out. Toss a like on this video and a subscribe. We're almost there for the weekly picks. It's going to be a blast. So subscribe to the channel. And like I said, check out the other guys. They got some good stuff. I'll be back with you for the wide receiver season-long futures either tomorrow or the next day. Take it easy and have a good one.